Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. What an exciting time. We are in 2026. This is incredible, and we are so grateful for you and so honored to be here with you. And thank you for being here virtually and as also live, because we have live 550 people about in here, and then we have virtual thousands and thousands that are here on This Is a Team, where they want to take their business, they're all in, and they want to take their business to a whole new level. So guys, hey, give a quick chat in the chat for the virtual. Let David know how excited you are that he's here and he is a part of this amazing This Is It team.
David, we want to be the first in 2026 to just thank you for everything that you've been doing for us throughout the years that we've been in. Now it's going on just over 3 years. And all the sacrifices you made for every single one of us and all of our friends and the This Is It team. So thank you so much. And again, we appreciate it. We're just getting started. We are just so fired up about 2026 and where we're going to go with this opportunity right now. We're like kids in a candy store. We feel like we just signed up and are ready to help everyone win and succeed. That's our passion, is to help our friends win and succeed. I know that's the same thing that you've got with this opportunity. You want to say anything about what went on in 2025? All the excitement. I know there's so much, but a couple highlights. And so excited to greet everybody here at our event.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, first, thank you for having me to your event. That's always a blessing and a privilege to be here. You guys run the best events. They're always amazing. And Merry Christmas and, of course, Happy New Year. 2025, wow, so that was our biggest year ever.
Wow.
We continue to grow, be in momentum. So many highlights, it's still fresh in my mind is that incredible global conference.
Yeah.
It's not every day that I still can't believe we had Elton John perform at the conference, and Doobie Brothers, having them there. We had 3 Grammy Award winners, Jacob Collier, of course, amazing speakers and content. And we got to show off Code of Creation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And the video, of course, World's Oldest Intern. We're approaching 500,000 views with that video, and maybe some more surprises in the future on that.
Dude.
But it was an incredible year. It was a breakthrough year for us, and of course, we're continuing to build infrastructure and set a pace to be going at $1 billion a year, and we're well on our way.
Yeah.
So we are so blessed and honored to be a part of LifeWave and really taking this industry and this company to #1 momentum. I mean, Steve and I, we are just literally getting started, aren't we? We are just getting started, and it's just incredible. The leadership that we've developed through This Is a Team, through our organization, everyone here is it all in. They're all passionate about really stepping it up and taking their business to a whole new level in 2026. So why don't you just congratulate everyone, because, everyone in This Is It team, and there are some other organizations that are plugging in with us that, we really want them to know that how proud we are of them, that what they've done, they really dust themselves off, pick themselves up, and they are just running to the finish line to change their whole family's destiny. And it's incredible, the people that they're taking on with them. And I just like you to congratulate everybody that's live here and also virtual. Just tell them, how proud you are of This Is It team and what they're accomplishing and what they're really changing the industry. They really have, every single one of them.
Oh, absolutely. Well, first of all, congratulations on the amazing job that you're doing. U.S. is #1 in growth, and the #1 team in the United States is the This Is It team.
Wow.
So you guys have done an absolutely amazing job. And, we always want to mark our success by the number of lives that we're changing, the number of lives that we're improving. But we have to be successful financially so we can give back and we can grow the business, because at the end of the day, it is a business. And I was somebody, maybe this will help some people. I was always someone that I didn't really care about money, and that wasn't important. I wanted to be fulfilled in life and help people. But then as you get into a business, you realize I can't really help people unless I'm financially successful and I'm making money. So when we get approached by the Red Cross or Convoy of Hope and they say, hey, there was just a disaster that went through the Philippines or Jamaica.
Right.
Can you help out? I'm like, yeah, I'll donate $50,000 because we're a successful company and we can do that. So really, I know because of the way our community is, there are many people in the business, if not most, that what they care about is helping others. But they should be thinking about, hey, if I have a successful business and I earn lots of money, I can actually help more people.
That's right. So, hey, congratulations. This is a team because you are a part of that blessing.
Absolutely.
Wow. You know what? Every night or when I'm speaking with somebody about LifeWave, I always tell them very similar to what you were just saying, that when David sought out to with this patch technology, he wasn't looking to create a network marketing company. This is very different from any story in network marketing. It's very different. I want people to understand that when they say, what's the difference, is he was out working on bettering mankind. He wanted the human race to be benefited from this technology. Since when? The 1990s, or is that when you started this patch technology? Or?
Well, it actually goes back earlier than that. When I was in college, I wanted to do biomedical research, and specifically in college, I was doing cancer research. And I had this idea about how to selectively kill cancer cells without harming healthy cells with electromagnetic fields. So even back 40 years ago, I was thinking about going in this direction in my life. And in the late 90s, give you an idea when you say, how unusual the start of this company is. I was going from an environment where I was working with nuclear engineers, people working on like the most high-tech nuclear submarine programs that the U.S. has. I was in that environment, and then all of a sudden out speaking with doctors, personal trainers, acupuncturists, athletes, network marketers. And it was just, it was a total shift. But I think the important thing was I saw the power that when you, because we could demonstrate the effects of the patches so quickly, that it was an easy decision to go with network marketing. And it's been obviously incredible.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously it's benefited not only the company, but all of us here. And I just love this story that he wasn't a normal business owner in network marketing is just looking for a product. They want a good product, but they find someone that's made a product and they hire a doctor who talks about the product, where we don't need a doctor in our business. We got our scientists, the inventors, our spokesperson. And it's exciting to have him with us and explaining to everybody how beneficial this product is. But he wasn't, like he said earlier, going out to generate income or look for a business opportunity right away. He was looking for a product that could be far superior than anything that I've ever seen in our industry. And the doctors that I talk to, they're telling me it's one of the most superior, the biggest breakthrough in the medical field. So this is amazing that we got our hands on it. I don't even feel it's fair. That's how good of a product that we got our hands on compared to what anyone else would be talking about.
Well, actually, I think this is the beauty of it, because if this was, I had an opportunity to put this through GNC and I didn't go that route. This is going back to 2003. I didn't go that route because they were looking at it as the product of the month. They put it on a retail shelf and then they'd have another product they're going to feature the following month. And I was like, you guys just don't get it. You don't see the vision of where this can go. And it was at that point I started thinking more about going in the direction of network marketing, which we did in 2004. But the pharma should not have this technology. Retail stores should not have it. The power of this is that we can speak to our friends, family, business associates about what's really going on with these products and share these personal stories. And that's why we've been successful. We never would have had this level of success any other way.
While you're talking about that right up front, all of us, we just love working with you. And we also love that we've got this opportunity, and we want our kids to see it. We want our friends to see it. We want to be able to pass this on. And we love the fact, and you can just highlight. I'm going to tell you what I've already heard you say, but I just want you to come from your mouth to my friends here early here in 2026 that, you've got your feet dug in the sand in the direct marketing space, in the channel here of direct selling, direct sales, and that you're not looking left or right. You see what it's done for people, and we're not like we're not like a number to you. We're like family.
Right.
We're like partners. And let them know what you see in the future and how you see that we're sticking within this channel.
Oh, thanks for asking that, actually.
Well, other companies are not. I mean, there's so many other companies that are, going only affiliate marketing. They're turning their products into retail, letting down incredible people that, this is a place that people can be at and they can count on you.
Partners.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different layers to this. From a purely business perspective, our company is doing great. So don't change something if it's working, right? That wouldn't make any kind of sense. The most important thing is the reason why I have such a great life is because of our brand partners. Every day I get to be in the lab, I get to invent, I get to travel all over the world and have this amazing life. And that's because of our brand partners.
Yes.
So there's an ethical standard here. If I were to go off and just look at this as, wow, LifeWave is valued at $1.5 billion. So if I were to sell the company, I'd make a lot of money. I could retire, have a nice life, but it would absolutely be the wrong thing to do because whoever buys the company is not going to treat it the way that I would.
Right.
It would probably be something like a VC firm. Immediately, they'd want to cut commissions. That's what those companies do. And I would be breaking this bond of trust that I have with the brand partners. So to me, this is a matter, it's an ethical consideration. I don't want to turn my back on the people that gave me a great life. That doesn't seem right. And then the other side to it is I'm actually, doubling down and making the future, bigger and better. And so, we built, as you know, the largest drone manufacturing plant in all of Europe. And we're taking that technology, the power generation technology, turning that into a new opportunity for LifeWave. So, as you know, we took the top 20 leaders in the world.
Yes.
We took
It was the highlight of 2025 for us.
It was one of them.
Yeah.
We took our top 20 leaders, took them over to Denmark to see the power generation technology. And, part of that was to continue to build the relationships with the leaders and saying, not only are we not leaving the channel, but here's new technology that we've created.
Incredible.
So 5 years from now, we're going to keep building on this opportunity.
All right. Now, as we're going right into this new year, we like to kick off the new year early.
That's
as you know, we have our event here early in the year because we want to get everybody out of the blocks and make the most to have the best year they possibly can have. Let's talk a little bit about the X39. Just got this biotech award, which is remarkable.
Yeah.
And, you notice that Gina's and I approach to building the business. We really zone in on the flagship product X39. Can you tell everybody how important it is and what you've seen from us with a support system that's proven? We plug the people in. We help everybody win and succeed versus laying out all the patches and not have any direction. Tell them how you feel you've seen from what you've seen from our team. This is a team and what you are really realizing how powerful it is to be using this flagship product X39 as like the intro product to make everything happen.
Yeah. So the data is extraordinarily clear, is that X39, when our brand partners go out and focus on that and market it and almost treat it like it's a single product company, it's those individuals and those teams that are the most successful. And we know this factually because if we go back to 2018, we were in the pre-market stage of X39. And we had, interestingly, we had leaders in the US, Taiwan, that were saying, as examples, that were saying, okay, we're going to focus on X39 because we see how powerful these results are. The leaders in Europe said, well, we're just going to add this to our overall story and just talk about all the products. And they didn't get it. And Taiwan had an increase in business of 30 times. And US was higher than that. And Europe remained flat until they started changing their marketing. and now Europe is on an increase. So it's very, very clear that when you give people a focused message, X39 is incredibly powerful, has benefits, improving energy, improving the quality of sleep, pain relief, other benefits, we can't talk about, right? Improved exercise performance. So it has so the odds are that when somebody uses X39, they're going to feel a benefit. It's at least 85% of the population. If people drink water, they can actually get an improvement in their results. And when someone is presenting all of our patches, it confuses the buyer and they don't know what to do.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
We love that because the focus should be just one. And the way Steve and I always teach, it works on everything.
Like
so
you just
let's
said.
start somewhere. And then as you go, you can implement other patches, but the X39 works on everything. So I don't know if you know this, but for 1 year before we ever met you, Steve and I personally, privately prayed for 1 year for the right product, the right company, the right ownership, because you're going to have the right product, but the wrong ownership. So we love you. And number 4, we prayed for was God's favor. And so we are so honored and blessed to be a part of LifeWave, the growing, the technology of the product, and as well as the opportunity guiding people. But what really inspired you to create LifeWave and then also kind of shift it into a marketing, network marketing industry? Because, we are thankful that you did.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know what? You don't know it, but we prayed for you and you prayed for us. And here we are together. And we're making history. And it has been the funnest ride for us. And Steve and I made a pact just last week. We were like, something happened and we were like, okay, that's it. We are stepping it up. I hope David's ready.
Well, this is, I think, part of God's plan and God's favor.
Yes.
And I think what's good is that back in 2002, when I started the company, I saw a window into the future of what was possible, but it was very small, which was a good thing. Because if I had been able to travel 20 years into the future, it would have been, I think, extremely overwhelming.
Right.
And, but it's extraordinary how far we've come over that more than 20 years now. The original intent, actually, when I started the company, the original intent is I only wanted to be an inventor and let somebody else sell and market the product. Right. And when I realized that everyone I was speaking with couldn't get the vision, that's when I thought, okay, I've got to do this myself. I don't want to do it, but I've got to do it myself. And so...
Not to interrupt you, but visionize. You got to visionize it.
You do. You do.
Visionize.
Tina's got a new word.
Vision, and then the word eyes. EYES.
I like visionize.
Visionize.
I like visionize. I'll use that.
Yeah.
And then, in the early days...
Too.
That's okay. Inventing is available to everybody. It's a good thing. So in the early days, I was looking at, okay, these products can give people more energy, relieve pain. And even I thought, if this company, if the main mission is to relieve pain, that's an amazing thing, to relieve pain and suffering. And for many years, that was the mission. And things changed over time. Things evolved and they matured. We got into stem cell research for 10 years, which resulted in X39. And there were a lot of hardships along the way. We almost went out of business twice in 2006 and 2016. And I'm grateful for both of those incidents because it allowed me to develop my relationship with God, to pray more. And we came out through patience and perseverance and prayer. We came out the other side being the #1 company in the industry. It's crazy. And now I would say there are things happening at a global level for LifeWave that I wasn't sure if I would ever see.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Well, you brought up that we're the #1 fastest growing company in the world. When we started, no one was really nowhere on the radar. Okay. But now it's #1 and we've maintained it. This is going on the 3rd year.
Yes.
And that's because we have such a superior product line. And also we've got people that are having success. I mean, that's how you maintain something like this, is having success. But I wanted to just say that I'm so excited and blessed that you picked the network marketing channel, because and I want to just kind of get your feeling. Like, think about it. If you're just doing it as a scientist and you come up with a product and say it drops into a drugstore or wherever would sell the product.
Right.
You know, the only people that would be getting the benefit without the story. So it might just sit there, rest on the shelf. You don't know. But also, you know, when they do get they get the feeling of the product, which is unbelievable in itself. It's, you know, life changing. But I like the fact that, and I want to hear your feeling, because I talk to people about this of you, but I've never talked to you about it. But here I'm talking about you. that you get
Somehow
this,
that makes sense.
You get this feeling, you know, because I get the feeling myself when I hear their testimony, and it brings me to tears about the technology of the X39. And then all of a sudden I get a testimony that they've been able to do something for their family that they never could. Maybe they have something that they always wanted to do with their family financially, or maybe it's a health thing that they have to do and they couldn't afford to do it before, but now they can. Does that make you feel incredible, or what, when you have like both emotions, not just the technology, but the financial side as well?
Well, first, on the technology product side, it's incredibly humbling. And over the years, I've tried to discipline my mind into thinking of the patches as my children. And the reason I do that is because when I meet our brand partners at events, they'll say, "You changed my life," or "This is what you did." And I don't want my ego to get out of control. That would be too easy. And we see what's happened with owners of other companies. So I thought, okay, during this journey, I have to stay completely grounded, and I have to stay centered on my mission. So if I think about it's the patches that are doing that, not me, then I'm one arm removed from this, and allows me to kind of be an observer. And of course, it's incredibly rewarding to see, okay, I'm working all these insane hours. I've made a lot of personal sacrifices to get here.
Yes, you have.
And it's incredibly rewarding that people are having these dramatic effects. So I, achieved what I set out to do in life. And so I have an incredibly sense of peace about that. On the business side, if we had gone in the direction of retail, I am 100% certain it was gonna fail. It was never gonna be the right thing to sell off to pharma. That would have been corrupted. It could have been put on the shelf and ignored. So I'm 100% certain that going in this direction of network marketing was the correct thing to do. And now, of course, I'm looking at the future in an entirely different way. Elon Musk, back maybe 2 months ago, was saying that, one of his objectives with AI was to see that people are going to be maybe more dependent on government, and the work environment is going to change. And so network marketing and direct selling is going to be like the only safe haven for people.
Did you hear that?
So I think my obligation now is to create the biggest company possible. We create this new technology, patent it, manufacture it ourselves. People can't get it anyplace else. And that way we become a business that can't be displaced. So people they protect their income, they protect their livelihoods.
Wow.
Gene and I have been in this industry for a long time, 37, going on 38 years.
I'm only 20.
And, well, because of the patch, she just keeps reversing her aging.
That's
which is exciting. And, but the key is that we've never seen a time, just in this few short years we've been in LifeWave,
Absolutely.
where more people are open to another stream of income.
Yes.
Before, anytime we talked to for like 3 decades, my boss will take care of me, my 401k, my company. But all of a sudden now, with the cost of living skyrocketing and nobody knows the end of it, now I'm challenging everybody because they're not in the seminars I am with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we were in Anaheim, where you said, hey, the likelihood of you living longer is way greater than it was years ago.
Absolutely.
And who knows how long we could live? Who knows how long the cost of economy is going to keep going up? So more people are open, which is very exciting to hear what you're saying, that you've got a goal to help these people. And it's a lot more common. It makes common sense to get started in a business like this. There's no overhead. There's no inventory. There's no employees. There's no stress.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, it's so fun to be part of it. I even tell my kids that I was actually at the Elton John concert, and I was saying to them, they were there because they were follow us around and excited about the opportunity. I said,
They
hey,
sure are.
I've never seen the kind of experiences you can experience in direct sales, specifically
That
here in
is-
LifeWave.
Yeah.
Like Gina was talking about, the
fact.
trip to Denmark, the Mediterranean cruise. It's different than just a regular trip.
Absolutely.
You get
Right,
to travel with your
right.
friends, and then your team just makes it special, and it's different than, a normal trip that you just go on your own.
Yeah, for the leaders, you get to see windows into the future about what's happening in the short term at the company, what the long term planning is, right? Because we're partners in this thing.
Yeah.
And we also like a reality check. Like if the leaders were to say, why are we going into power generation? That we're selling patches. But the leaders, after you see the technology, you're like,
Right.
oh my God, we could be $1 billion company
Right.
our first year
Yeah.
with this tech, right? So I want the leaders in our community on board with that vision. And also for the leaders to know, hey, we've got a plan. We're thinking 10, 20 years out into the future.
Yes.
So we can protect this. For the community at large, I keep thinking about these events and what we're doing to build brand awareness. So Code of Creation, our film, is a way to build brand awareness, act as lead generation, make it easier for people to build the business, have tools like the world's oldest intern video, having that be as a tool. And then, of course, these incredible cultural experiences, having the incentive trips, and then, of course, having the global conference. So the culturally, even though it's incredibly expensive, we're going to continue to invest a lot of money in our global conferences because we want people to come to these events, learn about the products,
That's
learn
right.
about the business, see the future, and then participate in a celebration as a community.
Community, it's
And
amazing.
yes,
Absolutely.
I like what you said about the community, because it's like we've interviewed doctors on our team, and they said, hey, the community of being around positive people is as powerful as eating properly, exercising properly. Just being around positive people allows you to live longer.
As we're entering 2026, because we're just in the beginning, January, our entire team has locked arms, and we're all like, every single person is stepping it up.
Yeah.
Our goal is to take anybody who locks arms with us. You got to lock arms. You got to stay locked for us to get you to the finish line, and also to go to Hawaii on a free trip. So, do you think that with us stepping up, you can still keep up with us?
Absolutely.
Can we keep up?
No
Okay,
problem
good,
at all.
good.
We can currently support a business doing over $2 billion a year. And we have room now to add another line of manufacturing.
Right.
And we won't take the time to go through the gritty details of it, but a number of years ago, we invested, it was about $4.5 million in a new state-of-the-art piece of equipment that uses robotics, computerized visual detection systems, AI, to increase the speed at which we manufacture the patches. So that means that we have cues that we've built in to our strategic planning, into our supply chain, so that when we get to a certain dollar amount in sales, that triggers a purchase of another piece of equipment. So we have the lead time to install it, getting up and running.
Amazing.
But we're always going to stay way, way ahead of the curve. But if we were to grow to 2
Yeah.
billion, 3 billion, 4 billion a year, can keep up, no problem at all.
Wow.
All the supply lines, everything for manufacturing the patches is in-house. So we have complete control over that.
Well, we are so blessed that you literally shifted this into the network marketing industry because it really is our gift.
Yeah.
We love it. We love the people. We love the industry. But I mean, I can tell you, Steve and I, we talk every day, every night. We've never, ever seen a product with this technology and the results. And then also the opportunity, because the technology and the testimonies and the results are just literally mind blowing. And I'm so thankful that you shifted this into a network marketing because I got a big mouth.
Yeah.
I know you guys got a big mouth.
Yeah.
So for it to be sitting on a shelf, we are making a difference. So much more with us going out, sharing, keeping it simple. The product works. The opportunity is huge. And it's just a complete game changer for us.
It's opportunity, screams opportunity for everybody.
Right. I got a question that is not in my notes, but I want to ask it because we always tell people drink extra water with the X39. Now, what would the water do? What would it do for the body in order for the X39? Does it help? Does the water help the X39 work better? Does it give more power?
I love this question.
Yeah, good.
I love this question. And
good.
I could go down a rabbit hole for an hour, so I'm going to try to keep it short. But so when we look at how the human body ages, we look at it both from the biochemical perspective. You have to understand the biochemistry, but also the biophysics. And a key area that I'm interested in is how the geometry of the cell changes. Specifically, the cell gets smaller. And this means the electrical charge on the cell decreases. And that means the amount of energy that the cell transfers over to DNA when the cell divides is less. So we kind of spiral down and we get older and genes change. And this is one of the manifestations of old age. So with X2O, because the water is highly structured, it has a lower surface tension and it can get inside the cell more efficiently than regular water. So if you drink a glass of regular water, just think of it as a lot of that water stays outside the cell where it doesn't help, whereas X2O is getting inside the cell, which is where it's needed. So the first effect is that it's going to cause the cells, we saw this under the microscope, it causes the cells to increase in size. And this is an age reversal effect. So that's one thing.
Fired up.
Secondly, the X2O contains light. And one of the things we saw in our tests is that when you drink X2O, it increases the amount of energy in the cell. And this is because the light gets released and it turns on the mitochondria, it turns on the power plant in the cell. So with X39, like every other patch product, like every other thing in the body, it depends on proper hydration of the cell. If your cells are properly hydrated, everything else works better. So you can think of X2O as being like a turbocharge for every other patch product we have.
What incredible information. Hey, as we start a brand new year, we know that you've had these challenges. You mentioned to them earlier that you overcame as you're putting together LifeWave and your inventions and being a scientist. What inspiration can you share to help these folks here? This is a team that will encourage them as we go into 2026, despite their fears or circumstances, any challenges they're going through. What have you learned that you can help them so they can make 2026 their best year ever?
That's right.
Yeah, I think there is a saying in the Bible that says it's in fire that gold is purified. Yeah. And so all entrepreneurs are going to face some level of challenges. And the challenges are a good thing. We should embrace them. Sometimes, these could be challenges with personal health. Everyone has had these in their life. Could be financial. Everyone has gone through that. And problems in the business. And each of these challenges is an opportunity to grow, to overcome, to become better. But we have to go, it's a little bit like Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. We have to get to the acceptance stage and say, okay, I have this challenge. I need to accept it now.
Right.
Let's get in a mode of solving this problem. And I can say, you know, for myself, whether or not it was in my personal life or in business, whenever I had to face a challenge, 100% of the time, when I came out the other side, I had a better relationship with God. I had gained some type of experience that made me a better person, made me better at the business, protected the business. 100% of the time, it was always the case. So we should embrace our challenges, get help when we need it.
That's right.
Absolutely turn to God, give thanks for what we have, pray, ask for guidance.
Amazing.
Be patient, be persistent, get to work, have a plan. All of these things you can overcome, and you're better on the other side. Yeah.
So
I agree.
we had our 20th year anniversary, and we're on 21, and we're moving
Congratulations.
forward. Yes, right?
That's amazing.
So let's, what do you see the future of LifeWave? I mean, I know where we're at now, but in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you see us going? Because I want everybody to know that, hey, we're going to be around.
Yeah, we're all in. David's all in. We're all in.
Stay focused.
Let's
Keep
go.
your blinders on. Be all in, right?
So there's a number of different ways to answer that question.
Yes.
First, the reason I say that is because we make some extraordinary discoveries in our lab. Many of the times when we're running experiments, doing investigations, it's to learn something. And then other times it's we want to see, can we turn this thing that we learned into a technology and into a product? And we're doing more fundamental research in more areas now than ever before. And this is because we continue to invest in the future of the company. So looking out the next 7 years, we have a product roadmap, and we have a team now that specifically is Laura Kelly, who's been working in our marketing for many years. She's phenomenal. She's leading up our product roadmap, our marketing development for the future. So we look out and say, okay, these are all the products we have. Where do we want to put them on as far as a release date? So the type of things that we've talked about is getting X2O out into the international markets, Celergize out into the international markets in the short term in 2026. We're looking at, let me see, what could I say? Well, this nutrition line we would come out with in a few years. And for those people that weren't at conference, I've invented a new way to infuse light into nutritional formulas that we've created. So when you drink these nutritional formulas, the light goes, not only does it go in the body like X2O, but it goes to a specific part of the body. So when as you know, when we've spoken with leaders, they say we could build $1 billion company just off this one nutrition technology. So that's going to be coming out. We've made some very interesting progress on a new method for growing hair. And it works, not surprisingly, it's biomimetic. It works with the body. It uses an entirely new form of light therapy, along with some other things I can't talk about. So that's going through clinical studies this year. And we'll see what those results are like. But that's something we may put on the market that we've talked about. The power generation system is going to come in about 5 years or so. Yeah. And that will be absolutely massive opportunity. That's, we'll roll that out over a period of 20 years. But 5 years will be about the initial release. The humanitarian drone program, crazy excited about this. We're doing some testing this year that I think would surprise people. And I'm hoping to make some of that information public at our global conference later this year. But we're going to be, we've already got agreements in place with the Red Cross and Convoy of Hope, where we're going to be able to deliver our patches through drones to
That
people in need.
is amazing.
So imagine, you're just been the victim of a hurricane or flooding, and you're able to get Ice Wave for pain relief, Eon for stress reduction, Silent Nights to help you sleep, whatever it might be. Our company is going to be there to help people in need. So we're fulfilling our mission of helping people in need, and we're building the brand. And of course, people will use our patches and say, "Hey, how do I, I want to continue using these things?" So that's going to be really, really extraordinary for the business. And we're going to be doing more projects like Code of Creation, more projects like World's Oldest Intern, and continuing to build up this global awareness of the company.
I love the fact that he's talking to two different mindsets for us out here. Well, number one, you're in the business and you're saying, how long will this last? Where are we going? And David, you're setting out a vision for us that we're going to take this out into the future. And there's, no end. Now's the time to make it happen. And again, it's go time right now.
It is go time.
Second, there's brand new people here watching virtually. Maybe they haven't even registered yet or here attending with us. It's very exciting that they're not too late. It's perfect timing to get started.
When we launch Power Generation, we're going to double the size of the company in the first year. So for people that are new, the technology that you've seen is an entirely new way of producing electrical power.
Wow.
Now, what we need to factor in, which people may not be thinking about, is the manufacture of electric cars is going to increase. Pretty soon, within the next few years, people will start to have robots in their car. In their homes, rather. Well, they're self-driving cars, but I mean that.
Amazing.
But they'll have robots in their homes. I think they're supposed to. And that's going to require additional electrical power. But the big one is AI. AI is going to call for enormous amounts of electrical power, and no country today has the infrastructure for supporting all this additional power generation. So there's new opportunities here. So our goal is we've got this new technology, completely clean, great for the environment, and we can give people energy independence.
Wow.
The day they connect it to their home, they get rid of their electrical bill. They can charge their electric car, and they're going to be able to sell the excess electricity back to the grid. So that's going to be an amazing business opportunity.
That's
forever, because as long as people are around, they're going to need electricity.
Wow.
So that's what we mean by, sustainable business.
Again, let's just go.
That's right.
I mean, it's time to go.
That's right.
2026 is going to be a wild year.
That's right.
We're so excited. We're here. Hey, before we finish, we want to just let you know that this is a team is making a commitment to you, right? We're committed that we're going to do everything we possibly can to step it up in 2026.
Absolutely.
Our goal is to put 1 million people on our team in 2026. We've had to reset the goal, but that's a good thing for people to see that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Not only when you set the goal do you hit it, but sometimes you have to reset it.
Hey, we came pretty close.
Yeah. and we want to. Our goal is to help you take this company to not only patch 1 billion people globally around the world, but also take this company to $1 billion and well beyond. So we're here to step it up right behind you, and want to just let you know that we're honored and blessed to be partnered up with you. We couldn't be more excited to be going through this journey with LifeWave and business more than you yourself. So
the feelings are mutual. And, at my end, first, it's a privilege to work with our leaders, our great leaders, and our community. Because it's been such a blessing what this company has been able to do. We're working together. And, my commitment is that we'll continue to turn out great products, continue to innovate, continue to patent. I think I'm going to come close. I don't think I'm going to hit 300 patents this year, but I'm going to inch very close to it. So we can continue to protect the opportunity. We're going to continue to come out with innovative marketing programs like Code of Creation, like World's Oldest Intern, like the drone program, to keep building the brand awareness. And, we have the opportunity to do something no other network marketing company has ever done before. And to me, that's incredibly exciting that we're going to do that
together.
Well, Steve and I want to personally thank you for being here. and on our virtual for the amazing All In This Is It Team Convention. And we're so excited because we know you are going to be live in Orlando in August at our Unstoppable Convention. So we can't wait for you guys all to, see them on stage, touch them, get near them. And then we go in October to our corporate convention.
Yeah.
But, what an honor and what a blessing it is to be a part of this company, to make a legacy, to change people's lives, change their finances, change their whole family dynamic, their situation, whatever they're going through, guys. But listen, hey, we are just getting started, right? And congratulations for being here at All In. I want you to throw something in the chat, and tell David, what are you thankful for him?
Yeah.
And what do you see your life? Where are you going in your company? And
Light it up. Let's light the chat up.
Let's just blow the whole internet.
How grateful you are for David Schmidt being here and sharing, pouring out his heart to every one of us.
Absolutely. So thank you for being a part of our This Is It Team All In convention. And it's just,
let's make 2026 our best year ever.
exactly.
Pleasure is mine.
We're just getting started, and it's going to be a fun journey, guys. We're going to have a blast in Hawaii with David.
Yeah.
And so keep running, keep doing what you're doing. God bless each one of you. Throw some in the chat. Thank you, David. Thank you, David.
Thank you,
what a
Jamie.
blessing.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
All right.